Zimbabwe, we agree. Actually, South Africa must contribute towards the bailout of Zimbabwe. Anyone who refuses that is dumb.
Yeah.
Because if you don't help Zimbabweans, the border is going to be flooded by them. And anyone who's going to block them from coming into South Africa, we're going to fight with that person. So you are always complaining, hey, there are Zimbabweans here. Hey, there. The only way not to have them is by helping them in their own country. Zimbabwe must be helped.
Yeah.
SADC countries, we need to come together. We need to close ranks. We must give conditional grant to the Zimbabweans.
Yes.
And it must be grant that is dedicated to developmental programs which will help Zimbabwe to stand on its own. A weaker Zimbabwe leads to a weaker SADC region. We need Zimbabwe. Even if we don't have money, those who know English will translate to you. So the little we have as Africans, we need to share and stop being greedy. Otherwise, we're setting this Zimbabwe up for IMF and World Bank bailouts. And you know what happens. Or we're setting them up for the Chinese, who are now gradually proving to be extremely hostile, where they even take now assets of countries which are unable to pay them back. Let's not put Zimbabwe under such a situation. We are Zimbabwe, Zimbabweans are us. We are one thing. Their problems is our problem. Every time when you enjoy food here, you say, hey, look after your neighbors. Hey, make sure your neighbors are all well off. Hey, but here is our neighbor here. It's suffering. Who are you to say we must not help our neighbor if we really care about ourselves as Africans? We're becoming a laughing stock all over the world because one of our own is swimming in a pool of debt and we're unable to provide them a conditional grant which must not end up in the hands of ZANU-PF politicians.
Yes.
Some nonsense wrote me an email and said, yeah, we ZANU-PF, we support you. You don't understand what's happening here. And now you are saying these things you are saying about the soldiers. I said, I don't care whether ZANU-PF support me or not. I don't care about ZANU-PF. What is ZANU-PF? ZANU-PF is ANC. Same thing. I don't care about ZANU-PF. I'm not married to ZANU-PF. I have no relationship with ZANU-PF. None whatsoever. I care about the people of Zimbabwe. Anyone who unleashes soldiers on innocent and armed people, you have declared those people the enemy of the state. You are a fool. You don't deserve my respect.
Yeah.
If I allow it to happen in Zimbabwe, it will happen here in South Africa. It's unacceptable. Whether it's done by Mnangagwa, whether it's done by Mugabe, it's unacceptable. Mnangagwa must know that. It's unacceptable to beat up people, to break cell phones of people, to shut down internet. It's unacceptable. It's barbaric. In 2019, you've got a leader that shut down internet and shut down social media. That's so backwardness. It's unacceptable. Mnangagwa must know that. We're not happy with that development. We want to help Zimbabwe. We want the sanctions gone. We want a bailout for Zimbabwe. But we're not going to support the tyranny, the brutalization of our people. That will never allow. We had too much hope in the new Zimbabwe. We're so happy for our people in Zimbabwe. But what we saw in the past few days is scary. Scary. So Mnangagwa must know that we don't just support people here. Allow the people to have the right to protest. You increase petrol, they must march. You do all types of things they are not accepting, they must march. It is their right. Mnangagwa must be very careful of that Chiwenga. Is it Chiwenga? The deputy president. That military style of leadership, if it's advocated for by Chiwenga, who is a former army general, and want to convert Zimbabwe into a dictatorship, he must know he doesn't have a friend in us. We are no friends with dictators. We don't want that at all. We want good for the Zimbabweans.